Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. Peace and blessings to all full leg, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. I'm the brother Kadar from the gym in Chicago, coming back with another video. This video is going to be entitled, entitled Heathens Gonna Get Put in Captivity and Learn Our Ways. Okay, and before I get started, I want to say Yahweh Shai. I want to pray Yahweh Shai, Shalak Rachak Wadashkal Abinah Bachyar, which means Yahweh Shai, please send the Holy Spirit to build the elect, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Okay, so I was watching this video, man. This shit was disgusting. Okay, and this woman went to a Elamite household, all right, East Indian household, and they were showing them, they were showing her their customs, okay, and you know, some stereotypes are true. As a matter of fact, majority of stereotypes are true, man. You know, we know those Elamites, their hygiene is one of the worst. Okay, they actually believe a cow is one of their gods. That's, you know, one of their idols. You know, they believe it's pure, so they believe that the feces in the urine, you know, can protect them. You know, which is bugged out, which is why they need to be put in captivity and learn our ways. Okay, so let me play this quick clip. You know, it's pretty nasty, man. And then we'll get to these precepts. The Lord willing, that is fine.
There's countless who are in the kitchen, to be honest. Cow is considered God. Yeah, but it's cooked on the kitchen table. It has some antimicrobial properties. So this is why it is used to purify the thing. What the? I try to be very respectful of their customs, their culture, and everything like that. But I draw my boundaries at this right here. This is disgusting. हर गेट पे गोमूत्र का छिड़क साफ कर दो. हाँ, जरा से कर दो. हाँ, कर दे. शुद्धि हो जाएगी थोड़ी सी. I know, yes, I'm going to say. I'm just pouring few drops of cow urine. Why? This is why it is used. I'm just pouring few drops of cow urine. Why? Few drops, just few drops. Why? I told you that it has some antimicrobial properties. This is why it is used. Oh, my house is smelling like a petting zoo. It really smells like cow poop in the house now. I don't understand how you can hate someone where there's cow poo.
Yeah, that's folly. That shit's straight folly, man. That's, you know, like, what the hell? This shit's bugged out. You know, this is why they have to be put in captivity. Okay, because the things that this gotta be purged out of them. Okay, let's go to Isaiah, the second chapter. Okay, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house, all right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, that mountain represents a government, that rulership. It says, shall be established in the top of the mountain, so we're going to be on top. Okay, starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, with King David ruling under him, with the 12, then the elect. All right, so it says, in the top of the mountains, it shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord. So, let me make this turn real quick. It says, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his way. And he will walk, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Okay, so we're going to teach the heathens our way. In the kingdom, they're going to have to do away with sprinkling shit and piss on their food. Dude talking about it's fine. Anti-micro properties. You know, hey, you just gotta get the sword out on that nigga, man. That shit's bugged out. All right? In the kingdom, it ain't gonna be none of that. Okay? There won't be need to put anti-microbial properties on our food because our food is gonna be pure. Okay? And he's fucking his food up some more by by putting that shit on it, man. You defiling it some more, man. Here it is. It's already defiled. We already eat our bread defiled, man. You know, you just fucking it up some more. You just you like, hey, let me put some piss on it. Let me put some fecal matter on it. You know, that shit's bugged out. You know, these heathens gonna have to drop all the bugged out shit that they then adopted, and they're gonna have to follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their abilities, man. So we're gonna have those new bodies, the Israelites. We're gonna be perfect. We're not gonna be able to go off. All right, the wage of sin is death. We're not gonna be able to go off. We're gonna be immortal. So that means we're gonna be immortal. But the heathens, they're gonna be in our predicament. They're gonna be in the predicament that we're in right now. They're gonna have to keep it to the best of their ability. All right, and if they go off, we're gonna come with that judgment. Now, granted, we have the experience of being in the flesh, so we're gonna judge them accordingly. But guess what? If they go off, oh yeah, we own them. You know, if they don't obey what we say, yeah, the sword's coming out. You know, we're gonna have that spiritual power. It's gonna be over. Okay? And that's the only way where peace is gonna be on the earth, because all these other nations has had their chance to rule. Okay? And it's all been dog shit, man. You know, especially Esau Edom. He's the worst. Look at the kingdom that we're in right now. You know, this kingdom that we're in right now is the worst of the worst. It's the vile of the vile, being ruled over by a base man. You know, that's why this earth is in such a wicked vibration. You know, and it's not just Elam. Look at these Hamites. All right, look at these Edomites. They're all dirty. They're all bugged out. Okay, any way outside of Yahweh Shema Shai and his laws is the way of death. All right, look at these Moabites and these Ammonites, the so-called Chinese and Japanese, man. Look at the things that they eat. Look at the things that they worship. All right, look at these Japhites. Okay, look at these Ishmaelites, these Arabians, man, in a vile shit that they be doing. Okay, this is why they have to be put in captivity. They have to learn our ways, man. It says, verse 4, he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Okay, so hey, we gonna judge these nations, man. There's gonna be no more war in the kingdom. All they tanks and all their guns, all that shit's gonna be burnt up. There's gonna be no use for it anymore. What the hell you gonna shoot a gun at a person that's immortal? You know, at a person that got spiritual powers, man? That's gonna mean nothing. It's going to mean nothing at all. Okay, it says, O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord. Okay. So, hey, this is the light of the Lord, man. Walking in his ways. All right. Hey, to the best of our abilities, man. We're rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. In the kingdom, we're going to get it perfect. But right now, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. We're doing what we can to the best of our ability, man. And that's where that grace comes in. All right. Now, let's grab this Micah 4, man. Because all that bugged out, vile stuff that these heathens do, that's going to be put away, man. This Micah 4 and verse 1, it says, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it. And many nations shall come and say, come, And let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. All right? And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. All right? So that's basically going into the same thing as that Isaiah 2. You know, they're going to have to learn our ways, man. Okay, so let me grab this Proverbs 29:2, because this is the living condition that the inhabitants of the world are in under the rule of Esau Edom. All right, this Proverbs 29 and verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay, and everybody is mourning in this kingdom, in this queendom. All right, it's constant suffering under Esau Edom. This is why he must be put down, because as long as he rules, everyone else suffers. Even the lower class of his own people. This devil is truly unmerciful. His kingdom, it's a rat race, man. You know, and quoting the mighty Tony Ferguson, you know, he says it's a rat race, but I'm not a rat. I'm a turtle, a ninja turtle. You know, everybody is in this rat race except the elect, man. We've already, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We've already detached from this place. You know, because you have to flee mentally before you flee physically. Before you are freed physically. You know. Hey, but everybody's mourning in society. Hey, even the men of the Lord. All right, the scriptures say he weareth out the saints. And this place is fucked up, bro. There's always something. This is truly our hell. This is our oppression. All right, this is truly punishment, man. You know, because we went off. Okay, following the ways of these heathens, man. Now we see the result of the heathens being put in a position to rule. Now we see, like, okay, damn, this way is like this way leads to death. These heathens can't rule. We gotta serve Yahweh B'Shem El Shai and live according to his ways, because that's gonna bring peace. And this is what it's all about: punishment and the experiment. An experience. Okay. This Revelation 11 and 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in a time of the dead that they should be judged." It says, "And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." And Esau Edom has destroyed the earth, man. You know, everything is ass backwards in this society. We just need salvation. All right, that's why you have to send up curses on this place every day. All right. You know, you have to pray that Yahweh Shimon Shai, Yahweh Shai Now Mahar, man. You know, deliver us speedily. Babu Kusha, please. All right. The scripture says pray for a few days. You know, this place is fucked up, bro. We got to get out of here. You know, but just wanted to get into that quick lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings to the full elect. Lord willing, be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Wa Barubal.